This is investigation. Now she has totally deleted an external cause. I'm just discussing about her statement. She totally deleted the external causes, whether it is nature or a beach or cinema or whatever entertainment, she totally deleted. They are not causes for my peace, she deleted. She has come to the point of the inner, that if I am opening to my inner awareness, I experience peace. And she is detailing very detail about her experience that I forget because I am lost into the thoughts, unnecessary thoughts. She is so particular. I am lost into that. So that I have to remember something. Is it not a beautiful investigation? There is a way to find out whether I am living based on certain beliefs or I am in the truth.
Yeah, but I struggle. When you do an activity, how can you get lost in thoughts?
No, she told very beautifully. I asked the same question to her,
Yeah.
You need a thought to perform certain things.
Yeah.
If you are disconnected from the thought, how will you perform your duty? I asked her. She beautifully replied, see, whatever needed for that doing is very small portion of thought. But the bunch of thoughts are coming from the past or the future. Unnecessarily, I am losing myself into that. It's a very clear answer. Such a clarity. Now we have to check whether my consciousness is clinging to the past episodes and the future episodes unnecessarily. We have to find out. Is it true? You don't have to believe her. We have to check ourselves. Here there is no question of believing something, which is really very dangerous.
Then in that course, do you see it as ideal to break free from your past and to not, I mean, of course, I don't want to use the word worry, but not even consider or think about future. Is it achievable for us as humans? Because we live based on experiences, memories, which is part of the past. Both beautiful and ugly, right? Both worry and anxiety. And then, unless you're really removed from everyday life, how can you be removed from all of that? So what is what's the ideal balance?
We need to understand very deeply in this particular aspect of you. She says, if I am not connected with my past or future, how can I survive? How can I progress if I am totally only in the presence of my attending my job? See, when we say one need to be detached from the past and the future, that means the psychological part of the past and the psychological part of the future, not existential. Please understand there are two kinds of past and the future. One is existential, another one is psychological. Now you will be clear now. You even if you decide to drop the existential past and future, it is not possible by you. For example, there are many friends you already knew. Can you forget all their name now? I am asking you, please forget their names. Can you do that?
Some of them I would wish to.
Even if you wish to forget, you are not able to do that. This is called existential memory, existential past. Same as future. You will plan for your future, what you want to be, how you want to build your bungalow, what kind of new latest car you will buy. This is about the projection, about the future. These are all existential. Let me give you an example so that it will be clear. What is existential past, what is existential future, and what is psychological past and future, one must be very clear to confirm this truth. The psychological past means there are some incidents, many incidents already happened. The mind wants to feed it again and again by itself, unnecessarily. When I say existential past and future, you can understand this way: the useful past and the useful future thoughts. When I say psychological, you can take it as unnecessary, garbages, which is not going to help you in any way.